Good morning, y'all.
It is a brisk morning. It's about 8:20, so a little bit later for him getting off on trail, but instead of saying welcome to Damascus, we're saying farewell to Damascus. We're planning on getting out of Virginia today. So yeah, this is gonna be a good time. How many miles have you spent in Virginia now?
Oh Lord, a lot. Over 550.
Yeah. So we've got a good day planned today. It's supposed to be beautiful weather, so the next couple of days is going to warm up a lot. Maybe a little bit of rain over the weekend, but not much. And warm, like really warm. So this will be a beautiful day today, though.
Yep, let's get to trekking. All right, y'all, it's time. Once again, we say goodbye to another state. Let's say goodbye to the longest state on the Appalachian Trail, Virginia, and say hello to Tennessee. Let's get to trekking.
We are standing at the Backbone Rock Tunnel. So they literally just made a tunnel right through this rock ridge. You drive right through it. Now there is a path that takes you up to the top, so I am going to take that short trail up. But I just drove through this a few minutes ago. It's pretty neat. Okay, so according to the sign here, this was initially train tracks and has since been paved over as a road. Very cool. So right up there is the trail, and that is where we're going. Yep, right there. I can see Opal right down through the trees. I'm not sure this is a hike for people who have any fear of heights. There's definitely not rails right through there. Or on this side. Not gonna lie, this is really fun. Sure, let's check this one out. Looking down. So path down here to the left. Another overlook on the right. Oh, it's a good view. I like this. All right, trail to the left from the other side actually just takes you right back down on the opposite side of the road to the other picnic area. So awesome, awesome hike. Wouldn't do it with small kids for sure, because too many open areas for them to stumble off. The steps are a bit uneven, especially on the other side. These actually look better on this side of the road. A little narrower, but a little better. Yeah, picnic pavilion right by the creek. Really beautiful area. Of course, you have the road noise, but that goes with the territory. Totally a road trip worthy stop. Alright guys, that was a freaking awesome little hike. Totally recommend it. Unless you have kids. I wouldn't take kids up there. That's pretty steep drop off. And crossing the road's a little sketchy too because you don't always see the traffic coming when you go through the tunnel. But the walk across the top, oh man, that was great. Easy little hike up the steps, and it's short, like maybe 1/10 of a mile or something, just sheer drop-offs on each side. So once again, wouldn't take kids or big dogs that you might have accidentally pull you over, that sort of thing. Just use safety, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What a great little stop by though for a road trip. Have a picnic, take a little walk. Beautiful. All right, see you in the truck.
Good evening, y'all. The day did not end the way we wanted it to end.
Nope. So I'm sure you're realizing that you're missing a clip of him making it back to the truck today. So we'll get to that actually, but let's first do a rundown of how the day went. We left from Damascus. I stopped at the Damascus Trail Center, the new building that was recently opened there. Toured it. Very nice lady working in there. Gave me some information. I was able to refill some water. It's a very nice facility. Other than, just being able to look at some pictures and the 3D map, I'm not really clear on its, I guess, real purpose, honestly. I mean, I just walked around, looked at some pictures and the map, and yeah, I'm sure they can probably give you more information about, the local hiking trails and everything if you were there to find out about that. But very nice facility for, I'm not really sure what. I went from there to, what was it, Backbone Rock, which is off of Route 133 once you cross from Virginia down into Tennessee, right in the Cherokee National Forest. And I mean, you literally drive through it. And there's a campground there that's ran by the Park Service. It's already closed for the season. Multiple pull-off and scenic areas for you to stop and picnic, camp, hike. There were tons of hiking trails right around the tunnel as well. Besides just the one that I gave you the video up and over. And that was just, it was such a lovely area. I really enjoyed it there. I was really tempted to just sit down and read there on top of the tunnel for a long time on those rocks, and probably a good thing I didn't. I had 0 cell service there. We barely have cell service where we're at right now. So we are at Low Gap parking area, and about 5 miles shorter than what his intended mileage was for the day. So I was planning on trying to meet him up here this afternoon, and I was like, well, I'll go ahead and go that way. I'm sure I can catch him at that parking area, be able to get him a snack and, drink, and just be able to see him. And probably a good thing that I did. As I was coming up the hill, I finally got a couple of texts from him. He's like, so where are you? My leg is killing me. I've got cellulitis again. So let's backtrack a little bit to
Yesterday.
how your day has gone, and kind of preemptively where we ended up at with the cellulitis issue again.
So I hiked 14.5 miles today, and no views, but the trail was wonderful. I mean, just a nice, smooth trail.
Yeah.
And I made it to the parking area here and got extracted.
We did try to do like a telehealth urgent care visit from here at the truck, and we just didn't have enough signal for us to even be able to do that. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to go into town to get you an antibiotic anyhow. So he's like, yeah, I'm pretty well shot at this point anyhow. I need to get off this leg. So yesterday you were saying that, it's his left leg, not the right. The right was the one he had cellulitis in Pennsylvania after that fall. Yesterday, he was complaining that his left shin was hurting. We weren't real sure if it was musculoskeletal, exactly what was going on with it. He doesn't recall any injury to it whatsoever. He certainly didn't fall and hit it. It's not the same foot that you stubbed your toe on. I mean, there's nothing that should have led up to it necessarily. So we kind of assumed it was musculoskeletal last night, massaged it a little bit, just waited to see. And he even said then, he said it feels like it felt like when I started to get cellulitis on the other leg. But at the time it wasn't red, really, it wasn't swollen, it wasn't warm, there weren't any of the indications yet. This morning he's like, it's a little swollen this morning, but it wasn't warm, it wasn't red. By the time he made it to the truck, it was getting swollen, it was getting red, it was getting warm. And I'm like, yep. And by this evening, after we made it out of town, so we went into what is the name of that town? Elizabethton? I'll look here real quick.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's south of us. Elizabethton, yes. And went to the urgent care there. They were really wonderful. They treated us great. 0 complaints there. Got our prescription transferred over to the pharmacy, and we were both starving. I actually pretty much skipped lunch today. I never eat breakfast, really. I had pretty much skipped lunch. He had only had, just a couple of hard-boiled eggs and a snack. So yeah, we were starving. Stopped and had dinner. He destroyed the China buffet again. I tell you, the Chinese buffet there was absolutely phenomenal. Like, you can't really say that a lot about buffets most of the time. This really was great for the price. We paid like $10 a person in there. Like, it's a hiker's dream.
Right.
It's inexpensive and the food was decent. Went over, got his prescription refilled, went ahead and grabbed a couple groceries just because we're right there at a Walmart. It's inexpensive and easy resupply there. And head back out. So it's like a 45-minute drive from where we're at. So it's between Elizabethton or Bristol to go into for us. And it was 6 1/2 dozen of the other distance-wise. So yeah, that's kind of how our day went for the day, or for the evening. And by the time we got here, it was already dusk, going on dark, and now we're just set up, about ready to
Yeah.
let him call it for the night. So, how's your leg feel right now?
Very, very sore.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably going to slow him down on his miles right now. Yeah, what are you going to do?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Got to take care of myself first.
Yep. And really love to know, what's initiating that for him, but we don't know. We don't know. Not really any answers from the docs either. I mean, we don't know what it is exactly, other than, open wounds as a potential source, but he really hasn't had any. So, yeah, we're kind of at a loss for it, but obviously he has a predisposition for it, and it's just something we're going to have to probably keep a close eye on from this point forth. So,
yeah.
Oh well, grin and bear it, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So
mishap count for the day.
I don't even know. There was no mishaps. I mean,
how do we count this one? At the urgent care without a mishap.
You guys let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. I think that's it for the day.
Yep. All right. Like always, hit that subscribe button. Give us that thumbs up. Turn on those notifications. Leave a comment below. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.